Hey everyone, hope y'all are having a good day. Today is Tuesday, March 11th, and I know that tomorrow is New Comic Book Day, but I went ahead and went today since I had some time to kill. So when I went in and picked up my subscriptions from my local comic shop, I only really had one thing. So I spent some time going through some of the dollar bins, and I just wanted to show you what I got. So let's go ahead and go do this. Okay. So the books that I got that were a part of my subscription, well, actually, Zatanna was not part of my subscription, but I went ahead and picked it up since this was the first issue done by Jamal Campbell. He wrote it and he did the artwork on it. So I enjoyed the last Zatanna series, so I figured, you know what, I hope this picks up where it left off, so hopefully that'll be a good read. The next is Moon Knight. Now Moon Knight is something that I have read ever since the 80s series Mark Spector Moon Knight. So I've read it ever since then. And this is the Peach Momoko variant. So this is actually something that I do subscribe to. Alrighty, so next were the things that I got from the dollar bin. One thing I truly love is the Warlord. And it is something that I have loved ever since I picked up issue 10 off the rack when I was a kid, when I was on vacation. I used to have that, but amongst me moving multiple times, I have lost it. But you know what? I can always pick it up again. My goal is one day I'm going to have all the... I guess this would be one of my grail runs, would be to get the complete collection of Warlord. So, more to come on that. And this is issue 102. And this is when Mike Grell was no longer writing it, but he was doing covers periodically. So, love this cover. Love the Warlord. Warlord is actually one of those things that also helped me get into sword and sorcery, particularly sword and sorcery movies. Warlord was instrumental in that, along with Conquest of Barren Earth, Conan, Red Sonja, a lot of those things. And to keep going on the Mike Grell front, Green Arrow is something else that I also have enjoyed as well. I started collecting Green Arrow with the Longbow Hunters, but about 15 years ago, I lost my entire 6,000 comic book collection. So I kind of had to start over from scratch. And so I'm also in the process of getting all of my Green Arrow from that series completed as well. I was able to pick up Green Arrow 73 and 74. I love 74. I just love that. I just love that through the scope. And then here was something else. Okay, so this is 10 Grand by J. Michael Straczynski and Ben Templesmith. They actually had 1 through 12. So I picked it up and they gave me a discount on getting these 12. So they gave it to me for, I want to say $8, $8 or $9. No, they gave it to me for 50 cents a piece, so it was $6. So interesting thing about this is Mr. Ben Templesmith. I've met him a few times. He's a real interesting character. He's actually from Australia, but he's lived in the U.S. so long that a lot of his countrymen have said that he's no longer Australian, which was kind of funny. And since I've met him before, I actually have issue number 1 signed by him. And this is a This is the Dynamic Forces edition. It's a Jay Lee cover, but there's Ben Templesmith, and he drew some sort of heart thing coming out of his mouth. And Ben is a real character. I actually spoke to him one day for about 20, 30 minutes about Australian rules football, rugby, the state of American sports, and whether or not Marmite is better than Vegemite. So he was a real interesting guy, but when I gave him this to sign, he kind of went off on a rant. And he was like, I like the cover, I like the work that I did on that, but since it was Dynamic Forces, when I handed it to him, I had it in the bag with the board. And he saw the back. He saw the certificate of authenticity. And he had a real issue with that. So he kept on going on and on about it. And so what I did was I took it out and I was like, well, why don't you do something about it instead of always complaining about stuff? And so this is what he did. He took it and he wrote all over it. He wrote that it was poor, uninspired design. This is comics. He did an arrow right here where he said it was boring. He says it's not a boring state liquor license. Says do again. But then again, it was all done in fun. So if you ever have the chance to go to a con and meet Ben Templesmith, he's a hilarious guy. He does amazing work, and you'll be better off meeting him. And what's also really funny is you just get him going on Vegemite. Here's some of the interior artwork for those, for some of his. And if you didn't know, he was the artist that did the original 30 Days a Night book. So, I don't know. I've always liked his art. I actually enjoy his Wormwood series as well. So, pretty cool stuff in here. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm looking forward to reading it all because I only have the Dynamic Forces edition. I've only read issue 1. So I'm looking forward to some nice light reading. Alrighty, so hopefully I'll be with you with another video soon, maybe after the next poll. And if it's not a lot, I might go back into the dollar bins and see what else I can find. See you later. Also, if you have any questions, just leave a comment, and I promise to answer every single one of them. Y'all have a good day. Bye.